What's up, everybody? It's Chris with another thought of the day with my assistant, Jackson, in the back seat. So I would like to talk to you guys today about accurate labor estimates. And one of the things that I see over and over and over working with clients in contracting and home service is people that cannot figure out why their labor estimates aren't accurate. And it's hard because a lot of guys struggle with this and they feel like they add extra wiggle room, they add extra padding, they try to figure it out, but it feels like half the jobs or more are coming in over budget, where you bid X amount of time, let's say a week, and it ends up taking a week and a half. And you try to figure out why, you try to optimize operations, you try to fix things, but the reality is that most guys, most contractors are guessing. So here's the solution to that. There's a very simple and easy way to fix this. The bad news is that it takes time and it takes effort. The way that you fix this is by having really good historical data and job costing. Because if you keep track of every single job you do, you keep track of the estimated man hours versus the actual man hours, and what the difference is, whether it's positive or negative, you over time will develop a system for your company specifically, not the industry standard, not how long you think it should take, not how long your subcontractors think it should take, not how long your employees think it should take, but how long it actually takes to finish any specific type of job that you do. This will be a lot easier for service companies because you're reproducing the same job over and over for a lot of companies. For example, if you clean windows, there's obviously windows that are really hard to clean, take a lot longer, and there's jobs where it goes really fast. But in general, when you're cleaning windows, it's pretty easy to get a good idea after a few weeks or months of collecting data how long it takes you or your employees to clean a certain number of windows or a certain size of house. Whereas if you're doing high-end custom remodels, you have to break it down by service. How long does it take us to demo X amount of square feet given normal circumstances? How long does it take us to do prep work? How long does it take us to do rough-in? How long does it take us to do electrical and plumbing? How long does it take us to do drywall? How long does it take us to do paint? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And obviously this can change if you hire new employees or you switch subcontractors. But when you subcontract, this is a little bit less important because you should be doing fixed bid estimates with your subcontractors, not paying them by the hour. That's a whole different can of worms. But if you're paying your subs by the hour, you're not only potentially causing yourself federal law violations, but you're also probably losing money. So once you have all this historical data, then when you do estimates, you have a historical list of data of how long it takes you to do every individual service. That takes you out of the realm of guessing and into the realm of actual estimating. And I know that sounds crazy and it sounds simple, but it really is that simple. You have to job cost every job. You have to keep track of actual labor cost and compare it to your estimated labor cost on every job. You'll be shocked that you're probably either way overestimating or way underestimating, usually underestimating, the majority of your jobs. And a little bit of slippage you might not notice. If you're only 5%, 10% off, you might just absorb that in your buffer or your margin. But if you're 20 or 30 or 40% off in labor consistently, your profit's gone and you're not making any money. And personally, from what I've seen, I think that's the number one reason that so many contractors have this experience where they're bringing in tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars, and at the end of the month, there's nothing left. And I would argue that the majority of that is usually due to not accurately estimating jobs and over or underestimating on labor. What are your thoughts on this? Tell me down in the comments below. Drop a comment or send me a DM. And if this is something you're struggling with and you want help with it, reach out to me and we'll schedule a call and chat about it.